Greetings, Keechlings. Keech Prime here with my live reaction to the redraws of One Punch Man chapters. I believe it should be 193 to 197. So we're going to do a long reaction to just those, and then the new chapters that have come out, I'll do a separate video for those. So let's get to it, shall we? Alright, so we're picking up where they meet up with the Tenento. So we got our boy Sonic. I know some of you are hiding. Come out. So when they all arrive, you coming out of the frickin' ceiling. You're quite perceptive. Speed of sound, Sonic. You guys again. Change of plans. Instead of crushing them together, we'll do it one at a time. And then just big noises. Jokers. You were only ordered to keep an eye on Flash and Sonic. We've had enough of you two constantly going rogue. Okay, so some of the other Tenin are showing up and incapacitating them. Speed of sound, Sonic of the 44th class. In the end, nice to meet you. I'm from the 42nd class, Merciless. Violent force. Destructive devastation. 37th class, Golden. So this is just reintroducing them. Okay, so we got the Terror class, Insanely Mad, Chaotic Mayhem. From the 9th, we have the Composed class, Ballistic Bullet, which doesn't seem to make a lot of sense name-wise. 40th class, Rigid. And we got Brawny Muscle. They're just the double, like, not alliteration, but like objective for their names. 35th Chosen, Murky Darkness. Then we got Bloodstained with Slaughterous Massacre. Okay. Resolve is Illusionary Phantom. Why am I even reading these names? They're characters we've all met. So yeah. Also, they're all probably going to die. Again. There's more than I thought. We are the Heavenly Ninja Party, the Tenento. An elite assassination team comprised of those who have surpassed the village's rank of highest ninja, Jonin, into the realm of Heavenly Ninja, Tenin. Okay. Also, it's in the Nintendo. In the webcomic, it's a mix. Or the manga mixed it up, but it's still the same joke. Yeah, it's like Nintendo. They aren't all talk. Every one of them is quite skilled. How about you stop hyping yourself up and get off of us? Well, you could just free yourself, right? Going rogue, you say? Let me ask, does it make you guys happy to team up with some people who, the people who rely on numerical advantage just to take revenge? Mr. Heavenly Ninjas. Oh, Hellfire, shut the hell up. You barely get to talk. You deny our group outright. Dissing the Heavenly Ninja Party, I see. You're not fit to be a Heavenly Ninja. Our village forbade socializing with each other. We thought we'd have alumni association. Or who would have thought? I mean, this is true, but then again, once they're out in the world, it's like the teachings of the village are only just that. You can live by them or not. You're free. Ever since the Shinobi Village was destroyed, it's going straight up with Shinobi Village. It used to just be Ninja Village. Was destroyed, we've come to change our old ways of thinking. We've been gathering in wait behind closed doors. Excuse me. Making preparations for a certain plan. This time has come. That man has finally awoken. This world will be turned upside down. Okay. So, I can't remember if they already knew he was awake or not. Him? That man was the founder of the. A lot of this, sadly, I've forgotten. Like, obviously, you'll know if I remember anything because I'll mention it, so, It's like been months at this point. That man was the founder of the ninja village, and people have called him the most powerful ninja in history. He lost consciousness after a fierce battle with Blast 15 years ago and has been comatose inside a recovery capsule ever since. With that man as our leader, he will first assassinate our greatest sworn enemy, Flashy Flash. Wait, why are you the sworn enemy? Then move on to the public execution of Blast. You would think Blast would be your bigger enemy, considering he fucking KO'd your damn leader, but the Flashy Flash, sure. Or is it because he's been killing off all the, like, criminal organization people and stuff? I don't know. After that, no one will be able to oppose us. We, the Heavenly Ninja Party, will rule this world with an iron fist, using the overwhelming power of our ninjutsu. Naturally, you're going to be part of this plan as well, Speed of Sound Sonic. Tomorrow night, you will call Flash out to this location. Don't worry, we won't force you to kill him by yourself. We'll be lying here in wait, too. If you value a long life, you should do what your upperclassmen tell you. That man will be here tomorrow as well. Understood. Okay, so now this is basically just used panel here. Blast, you're a hero too, old dude. That was a weird way they did that sentence. Thanks for quickly taking us out of that underground place the other day. No need to thank me. Your abnormal strength caught my eye at the time, too. Taking the initiative to come out here on your own saves me the trouble. Oh, as one could expect. But you want to make your apprentice. I'm afraid he's got a prior commitment. No, I don't. Also, why would you even want to join under Blast like that? Anyway, let's see here. Cape Baldy, Blast just verified. It seems you were the one who defeated Monster Garo. Oh, this guy kept pestering me about... Wait, so is he immune to the space-time travel? Okay. I guess he kind of, with the gravity powers, gravity can manipulate time, so I guess when he's in that bubble, teleporting and stuff, he can effectively be immune. Maybe he just has, like, gravitational waves pulsing off of him at all times. I don't know. We don't fully understand that whole gravity power of his. I don't really remember any of it. Well, you need to seriously retrace your memory. It's an urgent problem. Even if you suddenly start shouting at me, I can't just remember what I can't remember. The Garo affair has been resolved, right? We don't need to start huffing and puffing about it. Resolved? How preposterous. Okay, so flashback. Is this true? Without a doubt, the heaven was in danger. Or the heaven was in danger? The earth was in danger. What on earth is Cape Baldy? I don't know. I couldn't see the bottom at all. We need to find it out. I didn't sense any malice either, so there shouldn't be any problem with leaving him at large. Well, if we try to restrain him, I'm sure Demon Cyborg won't stay silent. I should eliminate you. Is that so? Ice Maker in the background, sorry. Do you think, with the crisis averted, this prophesized crisis has ended? No, rather the real deal has just begun. Because in truth, a great threat, or a greater threat than Garo, is imminent. I mean, isn't it always? Okay, so now I need to go... That didn't seem much longer than the previous chapters had been. A little more context in certain aspects, so yeah. So now we're at 194 here. At least that's what this is chaptered. But it's 196. So I may have the thumbnail. I'll go back and see what the actual numbers were supposed to be. But then again, Oh, Murata, you are horrible with your numbers. Anyway, enough about my disciple. Hey, Blast. Tell me about this god you've been fighting. That's what I came to ask about. You're thinking about joining the fight, then forget about it. Someone like you would die against God for sure. What? I mean, you barely held your own against not even god level monsters. So, yeah. They were just really, I would say, mid to high level dragons. Are you saying that I'm weak or something? You didn't get ahead of yourself just because you snuck up on me one time. I won't be satisfied until I get to shower that god in slashes. Why? It's a long story, but oh, I'm good then. And now he's going to tell the story. Because of those annoying upperclassmen, I was able to draw connections to pieces of memories from the village I was in. I said, I'm good. They're there. Monaco comforting him. This village was the training facility for the highest class of assassins. It is located deep in the mountains, inaccessible to ordinary people because of its barrier put around it. What barrier? Okay, so we're getting more on the flashback of when they interacted with the cube as children. When me and my friends sneaked away from training to explore the underground levels, that's when we saw it. A royally enshrined cube. Royally? Okay. The facility, which could only have been modeled after it, and sleeping inside a recovery device. The village founder, who barely even looked human, alias that man. Yeah, he looks even worse than he did last time. If we assume that he is also someone that was granted power by God, everything starts to make sense. In order to produce and ship first class assassins, the village puts youngsters through hellish training. If in reality it was a front organization for God, I wouldn't, or it would have been an efficient way to produce minions for God. I mean, to be honest, this is an interesting twist. I can't say that I would have foreseen this being a possibility, but this is only his speculation. Have I gotten it right, Blast? I can sympathize with your feelings, but nevertheless I cannot accept your help. What? That man. His name is Empty Void, and he's my partner. I gotta save my partner. We're in the 80s. We were on a cop show together, and he took a bullet for me. It was blank, but he still took a bullet for me. And then the show got canceled after 4 episodes, and I was never quite the same. But our partnership, it grew until we started fighting extra-dimensional threats to our planet. Yeah. Anyway, he fell under God's control during our search for the cubes. If he and I hadn't failed, those youngsters would have tragically had their lives taken away in the village, and they wouldn't be so many assassination victims. It's a problem I must have taken responsibility for. Okay. Interesting. Your partner was used as a pawn by the enemy, and moreover, you let him get away? That's a harsh way to put it. Originally, he and I were equal in ability, and since he was given the power, he had a big advantage, but I gave him a serious wound that will take him 15 years to recover from. Specifically, 15 years? Also, it looks like you took his arm. Even so, he escaped. You hesitated because he's your partner, didn't he? Your time on that TV show in the 80s. How soft, not a good thing to hear about the S-Class rank 1. Forget it. I'll find out about God on my own. You stay out of this. Hon don don. What do you want to do about your partner, old dude? About that. Mr. Sitch, or Stitch. No, Sitch. I always get the I and the T switch. We are ready for the experiment. Okay, so the demonstrification experiment. Experiment? Do you want to watch? I came here today to observe. Experiment initiating. Okay. So we got like one of the guys from I believe it's the, what was it? The tournament, yes. I was thinking it was one from the Sword Council, but let's see here. Experimentation with the separation of monster cells? Yes, you saw it in the news too, didn't you? He was fucking there. These are the athletes who were turned into monsters at that martial arts tournament. They are candidates for the test because of their resilience. Yeah, their resilience, aka they can take a lot of punishment. Neural activity and pulse are unstable. We're in the danger zone. Danger zone. This is bad. Turn it off. Damn, foaming at the mouth. Wait, also, how did they fall over? They were like strapped to tables. I was never a human to begin with, okay? Poor Monaco. There's no point in doing that stuff to me. They're not going to. So it was a failure. Oh, it's the bear dude. It's like, please continue. I chose to become a monster in front of all the kids. Watching in my dojo, if I don't do this, then I won't be able to show my face to everyone back home, or back there. I mean, you barely have a face at this point. Your monstrification looks like a silhouette of a bear. Please. And I was like, ah! Separation of the monster cells has begun. This is promising. Aw, carted away as a crisp. Just as it's stated in Silverfang's report. The key to rescinding monstrification seems to be their psychological state. So you want to turn your partner back to human, huh, old dude? Yeah. You can't even tell if there's any humanity left in them, even after performing such a tremendous experiment. We can only pray in the end. Is he the kind of person who can even be captured alive to begin with? Uh-oh, you picked up on something. Oh no, he getting ready. He's porting, or, well, yeah, the whole frickin' base. And there's just people riding on the road casually. Are they the threat? And the base is gone. Well, those people commuted for no reason at all, didn't they? Oh god, the ground is cracking to pieces. So a big slash or attack occurred, and he ports it back. Which, on what stable ground, I really have no idea. The base is probably going to sink or tilt, and then it'd be like, God damn it, blast, why didn't you put us over like 50 meters? Also, I hope all of their water lines are somehow intact, because you probably just fucked your water sources. The ground got. Yeep. What just happened? Oh, so now they're at the top. This is Void's Dimension Blade. Seems like he's fully recovered now. I guess this is his way of greeting us. How are we going to deal with something like this? Oh, poor Sitch. Dimension Blade? Is it greater than my Flashy Blade? Flashy Slash. Don't tell me this is one of his techniques. Yeah. You think you can win, old dude? I mean, he was able to sense it. Well, I'll figure it out. I haven't just been playing around either. I've also been getting old, but trying to stay buff. That looks like Tatsumaki's. Okay, so that's the end of this chapter. So now we go on to 195, or as it's also known as 197. What only I can do. But okay, getting to see some of the physical prowess of Empty Void. I may just start calling him Void because it sounds cooler. But yeah, like him being able to do that, like presumably from a long range, hence why it's called dimensional. But like, is he actually sending that far away, or is it just like a super air slash? I'm not sure. Also, given how it hit where the base was, is he up in the air? So that makes me kind of wonder if he's able to kind of teleport stuff, kind of like what Blast does. But anyway. Oh, someone just got punched in the face. Oh. Oh, okay, so we're back in the past. Okay, so Garo got punched. And now we're seeing how the time got affected. At that time, I was trying to reduce the damage on the ground. I bent Garo's cosmic rays using a gravitational wave and sent them away into another dimension. What? Okay. I mean, I guess that makes sense. He was like Cosmic Garo and all that. He could be. Well, this version of him wasn't. Wait a minute. Oh my god. Empty Void's absorbing it. Or was he the one doing it? Void! Oh my god, he's literally eating the cosmic rays. So that's how he recovered? Or at least probably physically recovered, because like in the pre-redraw, like other than, you know, his monstrification form, he looked to be in perfect health. But yeah, he's kind of like a decrepit, you know, skeletal kind of monster right now. Okay. And what the hell is that? Is that Blast doing? Yeah, okay, that was Blast attack. I don't really know what the hell's going on. Oh, look at those scars. Ain't he just all kinds of lovely? I mean, it's really cool looking. And then the V shape on his forehead. It gives him a very Power Rangers villain vibe. You know, like the guy who would eventually become the Sixth Ranger kind of deal. So, you know. So yes. So he slashes the, I guess I'm going to call it a gravity bomb, is about what it looks like. Okay. That's pretty cool looking right there. That's thumbnail material. Oh, he's doing like 2 of them now. Okay. So essentially what he's doing is he's opening up portals and sending, I guess they're just like his gravity punches, but I still want to call them gravity bombs. They're way too cool for that. Oh my god, he's literally bending space. He's grabbing the sky like fabric. And he dodged it. Okay. That's very much in a vein of, I believe his name's Eden. He's one of the X-Men. His mutant powers, he can literally just speak and talk with the universe itself, allowing him to become the ultimate like teleporter. Because the universe will kind of like fold in on itself, allowing him to travel great distances with virtually no limits. That kind of puts me in mind of that, except minus the whole like fabric thing, but the folding, you know. With the power he took coming out of Garo, he became that much stronger than and revived himself. Is he capable of moving between dimensions like you? Yes, an opponent that cannot be defeated with speed only. Since then, he's been making preparations while hiding in another dimension. I think he's going to go on the offensive now. I won't let him get away with this time. But how are you planning to win, Blast? You called it a dimension slash. What the heck is this? Psychic powers? It is one of God's powers. So you have God's powers? I was touched by an angel. Then I had a court date. Anyway, let's see here. So yeah, got dimensional powers. His ass ended up in jail. Interference from the higher dimension where God is located. Ignores distance, energy, and size. As to what extent it ignores them. That depends on the capabilities of the subject, and we're seeing the moon with the God on it. So, sorry, I still haven't completely understood this myself. Same. I see. No wonder we're so desperate to retrieve the cubes. Oh yeah, I have to make sure those guys are safe. What the hell? I mean, yeah, they're your moles in the other group. Ah, here you are, Mr. Sidge. There's an emergency summons. Yeah, also, letter of challenge. Uh-oh. A moment ago, we received a letter addressed to Flashy Flash. Letter of challenge. It's from Sonic. That man has awakened. He's after your head. Running will do you no good. It's time to settle the score. Come to my hideout. I await you alone. At the place where childish dreams are seen. So, where they wanted to build their own village that would be all around better. Sonic, a fellow hitman from my village. A pervert who stalks people for a hobby. Eh? It looks like Sonic already had an encounter with that man. Assuming he's already fell under his control, is this objective to eliminate me? Or to bring me over too? Coming from them, don't you feel it's more like I'll kill you before that man does, you son of a bitch? Sorry, but what kind of relationship do you have with this person? It's just a simple, undesirable relationship. I think it's highly possible that that man appears if I go to that designated place. That would be your chance, wouldn't it, Blast? For sure. But if we all go together, it might alert Void. What is that in your hand? You go ahead first. If that man appears, you can send me a signal using this alarm. I'll fly right in. Or teleport? Until then, let's work with Sitch and concentrate all our efforts on informing all branches and cities to be alert for the dimensional slash. Alright. It's dimension slash. What? Dimensional just sounds better, though. So the address to the hideout really is the one written on the back of the challenge letter? Does he even know he's a ninja? What will you do, Cape Balding? Since you're my disciple now, I won't stop you if you ask to come with me. Yeah, since the old dude's going, I'm sure it'll be okay. Me and Monaco, we're gonna go eat some curry udon. I love it. Do as you want. Later then. You come here when you were a kid, right? Okay, so their dreams and like I said, the memories of the time you spent on the outside are keeping your current sense of self supported. I, on the other hand, was born in the Institute and forced to live my life in accordance with the training program from the very start. So you're probably wondering how I managed to keep my mind from becoming another cog in the machine, right? The instructors all call me a failure, but that's not true at all. I was born with a powerful soul, so they aren't able to control me. Uh-huh. Or you're just stupid. But then again, stupidity is also easy to be manipulated. So, I don't know. I have a dream for the future. I'm going to climb to the top of management and take over the village. I'll tear down that shitty system this organization has and raise orphans who had the same circumstances as us in a more free and open environment. Ah, yes, that corporate ladder of a village that no one knows exists. Weird. That's trained to kill people. Yes, I'm sure they have that structure. Assassination techniques are useless for anything but killing people. I wonder why. What I think was true value is the power to live life as you please. We don't have that right now. You'll help me out, right, Flash? I can tell your eyes look a lot like mine. I've even decided on a potential spot for the new village. Are you for real? Pulls out the map, Looks at the map. There we go. In the mountains, of course, because it's not a ninja village if it ain't in the mountains. So you've come. Giggity. The place where childish dreams are seen, huh? You remembered. Also, you wrote the address. A few years ago, they opened a road at the foot of the mountain. A place out in the mountains, far from any prying eyes. Seems to have been very convenient for the industrial waste companies. What you see here is their legal dumping. It's the perfect setting, don't you think? For the finish line of our dreams. They draw their blades. Let me ask you one thing. Is this an order from that man? A stupid question. That has nothing to do with that fossil. I simply remembered when I ran into you the other day that we never settled who is stronger. I knew you would never submit, no matter who you competed with, but there's no way to compete with that, nor any way to run away from it. Thinking about the dimension slash, in this very place, that was symbolic of our free spirits, free from any interference by killing each other. Want to end it here without leaving any regrets, is that right, Sonic? I'll be by your side for your final moments. Something only I can do. The fuck? Oh, Lord. Okay, 198. Speed of sound and speed of light. From my final moments. Keep bullshitting. I'm the one who taught you how to use a sword. And we see a little flashback of that. You're always stuck in Squad 5, right? I'll give you some tips on how to handle blades. If you can't do that, you're never going to get anywhere. My ninja call sign is Speed of Sound Sonic. Such a freaking mouthful. Mine's Flashy Flash. If you find out we're talking, we'll be in deep trouble. You act like you're so good, but you're in Squad 5 too, aren't you? You don't get my genius. Sonic fell into Squad 5, the category of failure. But he was also a rebel, offering me advice even when there was nothing in it for him whatsoever. What's with this guy? He was the only person I had to talk to. That's not it. Try drawing it with a reverse grip. Hide the blade through the bottom of your arm. But you still see the handle. And they obviously know you're going to draw a blade. Makes no sense. Then directly from there, like this. Bada. Oh, this way you don't even have to flip your wrist. I see. Like this? Oh, God. He tried, and okay, Sonic actually kind of got him there. One day in the ninja village would last 72 hours. 6 of these were sleeping. The food had no flavor, and all info from the outside was completely blocked off. We lived in prison. We spent every day living as machines that did nothing but learn skills for killing. We were not allowed to display any human emotions. Those with dead emotions were considered top performers. So there they are. They're like casually just having fun with weapons. I didn't know this became a South Park episode all of a sudden. They clash. Oh, he got a kunai. Dodges it, flips it. The choreography of two fast little fuckers. Yeah, I'm just loving it. Okay. They had a back off and wind blade. And so both of them have the same technique, but one calls it blade, one calls it kick. Ultimate technique, flash kicks. So, okay, bunch of shuriken. Oh, and he's still got the kunai. How are you you're holding your sword, but then how are you throwing the kunai? Or not the kunai, but the shuriken. Like, because you even see the sheath on his back. So it's like he didn't sheath the sword to throw the shuriken. Sonic, you idiot. Um, oh, they're the exploding ones. I forgot about that. Exploding shuriken. Didn't stop him. Nine Shadow Funeral. Okay. Windblade Kick. It's cool that all of them can kind of do it. Okay, found the real one, and then Flash Fist. My god. I never thought I'd have to use one of my ultimate techniques against you. Sonic, you've gotten stronger. It's too early to give up. The way you are now, we could. And now we're getting all the other fuckers. The Ninja Convention has happened. And who the hell are all you? Speed of sound, Sonic. This is not the designated time nor place you were supposed to lure him out. What is the meaning of this? I doubt we could rely on you from the very start, but so be it. I kind of laughed that they all just move in unison. Like, they didn't just send a few guys to go find out where the fuck he was or to spy on him, while the rest remained at, Sonic's hideout. So it's kind of stupid, but also funny. Let the execution of Flashy Flash, traitor to the village, commence. And they're getting their asses beat. You bastards. Speed of sound. Have you turned on us completely? You defended against Flash Fist? I wanted to take down Flash myself rather than hand him over, but you had to go and interrupt our duel. Terrible timing. This is a matter between me and him. You guys stay out of it. So he buried himself in the ground, just like last time. Also, the whole upperclassman act pisses me off. I never want to see your faces again. Well, I mean, in a few chapters, probably won't have to. Have you lost your mind? I guess we should also execute you after all. Every one of us is an extremely powerful elite ninja. I'm sure you realize how pointless it is to try and take all of us on. They're so tiny. Smaller than grains of sand. Thinking of Saitama, yes. So I don't just keep challenging Capability for the sake of it. Or you don't, huh? You're only afraid because we got interrupted flat. Or live. Afraid? Why did I say afraid? You sure do run your mouth a lot. But for now, let's shut these guys up, shall we? Alright, indeed. Okay. So now we're on to the final redraw chapter, at least for the time being, unless something else pops up. I'll do another video, all that good stuff. Undesirable relationship. Oh, that was mentioned before. Let's see if your skills have dulled or not. You really have forgotten your place, huh, you bastard? The casual... Ooh, hello, cool weapon. Fools, you may be proud of your speed, but you're nothing compared to my weapon. Okay. He's got, like, a bladed whip sword thing. Listen to the sound of my cutter whip, breaking the sound barrier. One of these dudes is based on speed of light. You will be fucked. A second sonic boom, and his head's gone. Sonic takes a win. Okay, so more of them jump in. Flowing shadow feet. The next instant, along with an even greater supersonic shockwave. Damn, a whip of light. So he just took out like 1, 2, 3, 4 people? Slashed the heavenly ninjas. Some of them avoided it only barely. The after images connected almost like a snake. This guy, is he trying to assert dominance? Oh, someone actually cut him. Oh, the wires, I forgot. In a scuffle, at least if we stop him from moving. Stop relaxing and go in, fodder. So they just kick the... Are they really just that worthless now? Impale them. Oh, they're going to impale the two of them on top of Flash? Okay. So he's using them as weapons. That's just great. What the fuck? Oh, the wires. I was like, how did you cut someone up with a body? 0 points for coordination. Huh? The fruits of the village's education. Don't think of each other as comrades. Okay, another flashback. We meet in the field after graduation. It'll be to kill each other. All that time and energy wasted just to kill them later. Why not finish them off? When I met these guys at the Monster Association hideout, they had been monsters. They could be samples for undoing monsterification. Okay, that dude is fucking huge. Like, he's the one that does the weird... It's like, Earth Ninjutsu. Rock. Oh, they just axe kicked the back of his head. Go, Flash. Don't tell me what to do. So he's exploding all of his shuriken to kind of like corner them. And wait, what the hell? Why is there a truck there all of a sudden? But Flashy is using the debris to bounce off, slashing them. Really cool panel. Always love this kind of stuff. Stay back to back. Have these guys been doing some kind of coordination training? Nah. Who knows? He just comes in and just slashes all their heads off. That was good coordination. I was sure you had succumbed to that man and were in despair. Huh? Don't be stupid. That fossil is not even a concern of mine. Rather, it's just a great chance to see your skills while severing ties with the village. Well, I'm relieved that you don't seem useless. So you can be the right-hand man of the leader of this new village. Oh, yeah. Are you sure it's good for you to be the leader even though you're weaker than me? Should I kill you after all? This is the kind of man he was. Okay, so that seems to be it for the redraws. Alrighty. Yeah. After this, I'll upload the video for, the new material. I just got to figure out which chapter to start on, of course. But yes. And then I'll probably just start reacting to things as they come, just so that I don't fall this far behind anymore. But I hate the redraw situation as is, just like with the Phoenix Man fight. It got a little too long. Months and months of waiting just to have like so much continuity just change. Got annoying. But yeah, it seems like ultimately things are staying pretty much on the same course, at least in this. So it makes me kind of wonder, I hope there isn't another rewrite. But we had like a few little additions there at the beginning, like the dimensional slash, how Empty Void is kind of coming back into full form, so I'm assuming we're going to get to see some of that. Because in the original timeline, we saw him, and he fought. He had like the Genjutsu ability, but we're finding out that he also has the teleporting ability too, so that's just being touched by God, apparently. Interesting. Weird that out of the people that we've seen that have the power of God, that only 2 of them have ever had this teleporting power that we're aware of, so we'll see. Maybe it's because they were like grouped at the same time and touched, and it's like, oh yes, what power would you like? We want to teleport. Kind of deal. I don't know. But yeah. Or it just convenes with them in such a way. I don't fucking know. But yeah, so that was cool information. The revival was cool. Him just eating the freaking cosmic energy from Garo when he got defeated by the one punch of time reversal and all that stuff. So like that was cool. Trying to think of anything else that was substantial. I mean, the fight was obviously different. I really loved the team coordination between two guys that can't really stand each other. Like, that is awesome. Like, the gathering them all together. You know, they picked off a few early on, but then it's like they just kind of gathered them all together and then pop up and then. Their own interaction in their own little one-on-one wasn't maybe as good because we got a lot of flashy named attacks the last time. Not too many. The flash fist, solid flash kick we already had seen. Never once did he use the flashy slash, which is kind of interesting. So, or did he? But anyway, so yeah. As far as I know, Gale and Hellfire are actually still alive. So, kind of wondering what they may play going forward. But yeah. Anyway, that's enough for this video. Let me know your own thoughts and opinions. What parts of the rewrite do you remember, for one, like myself? And which parts were good? Which parts needed to stay? Are you just happy with these rewrites? Like, I hope we don't get another one for a long time. But yeah, let me know all that good stuff. Links down below for all my social media so you can keep up with my content. Part of the One Punch Man podcast on Grim Reaper's channel, so go check that out. And as always, later days. Until next time, Keechlings, rewrites suck!